Hey everyone. Okay, here are some instructions for this assignment titled The Geography of Europe. First things first, put your name on it. Go ahead, type your name right there. Okay, this right here, we're talking about the physical features of Europe, and all you need to do is understand that the landmass that constitutes and includes Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. So right here, I expect for you to answer that. All right, next thing, we're going to have a topographic map for you to take a look at over here. And topographic maps, if I go back here, just refer to the shape and the elevation of land in a region. So topographic maps are great because they show where mountain ranges exist. Okay, so if we look over here at our key, anything that is approximately 6,600 feet is going to be this darker brown color. Okay, so you can see over here in the Alps, the Swiss Alps, these are going to be some of the highest mountain ranges in all of Europe. Okay, you'll see up here in the Scandinavian peninsula, you're going to see a high mountain range over here. A lot of snowfall in these areas. Okay, and as well as over here in the Iberian Peninsula, if you travel eastward, you're going to see a lot of mountain. All right. So that's all a topographic map is showing, as well as um, other regions that have, more forests and more trees and more terrain like such. Okay. That's all a topographic map really showcases. All right. That's what's important. All right, moving on. You're going to see we are going to be talking about the southern Europe landforms, northwest landforms, and Scandinavian landforms. Make sure you understand where we're talking about. Again, we're talking about the southern region, we're talking about the northern region, and then we're talking about Scandinavia, okay, which is this area up here. All right, so this is for the Southern Europe landforms, and we're talking about mountain ranges that cover much of Southern Europe. So yeah, there is quite a bit of mountain ranges down here in the southern part of Europe. All right, notice that we are really talking about Northern Europe in this region right here. Anything up here, and then the Scandinavian peninsula, like I said, will be up here in this zone on this peninsula. All right. Northwest Europe landforms. Most of northern Europe is part of the vast northern European plains. So you can see a picture of the plains in northern Europe. Lots of farming going on in this region because it is more flat. You can really produce a lot of quality agriculture in this nice quality climate. For Scandinavian landforms, we're talking about the the largest peninsula in Europe, lots and lots of mountains. Okay, that is predominantly what makes up this region in Scandinavia. What you need to do here is make sure you are writing what landforms or what descriptions make up these landforms for Northern Europe and Scandinavia. So you're going to want to go back to those slides, take a look at them, and make sure you write them down here. I did the Southern Europe one for you just as an example. For Southern Europe, when talking about the climate and the vegetation, we've got Southern Europe that is very warm and sunny, producing many shrubs, many trees, many dense forests, things of this nature. Not as dense as you might see in the northern parts, which we will move to now. Okay, these areas are very mild, cool, and many types of trees, many forests, dense forests, the Black Forest, in Germany is one of the most dense forests in all of the world, right? And for Scandinavia, this region is very cold. Few plants can really survive. Not to say that they don't have forests up there also, but much of the vegetation just does not really survive because it is so cold up there for the majority of the year. Again, go back, take a look at what you need to write for climate and the vegetation. I did Southern Europe for you here, and you need to write in what kind of climate Scandinavia has as well as their vegetation. We just went over that, okay? Should make sense. If it doesn't, let me know. Geography shapes much of the life. Now, this is kind of branching off on the assignment that we had describing how Europe's geography has really shaped our lives and the particular climate zone that it has. Okay, so the geography has affected history in Europe, and it's influenced where and how people lived. Okay, some people pursued Southern Europe, and where they ended up um, settling, they would grow crops like grapes and olives. So in parts of Spain or Italy or France, towards the southern part of those countries, you're going to see a lot of agriculture related to grapes. They grow a lot of grapes and they make a lot of wine. And same thing with olives. Lots and lots of olive oil and whole olives are made as a result of these plentiful um, crops. People in the mountain ranges just to the north would raise sheep and goats. And so your task right here is on the next slide, you're going to insert an image of a grape vineyard over Italy and also an image of a goat where Switzerland lies. All right, so Italy, okay, right here. All right, and I'm going to leave it up to you to find where Switzerland is, but remember the Alps are right in this zone right here. Okay, so moving on, for Northwest Europe, city of Paris, France was an example of a city where they basically built a city on top of an island in a river. All right. And this was to make the city harder for raiders to reach or people who wanted to invade. So this is an example of a city um, that was very close to the waters, and many people created these towns that were located next to an abundant amount of rivers for an easy way of transporting goods and materials. So right here in this box or this area, you need to insert an image of the Seine River in Paris, France. All right, in the fields around cities, farmers grew all sorts of crops. These fields were excellent farmlands, but the flat land also made an easy route for invaders to follow. Again, if there's no mountain borders and there's wide open territory like you see in this photo, it's going to make it easier for warfare to be conducted. Right? In the next slide, what you're going to be doing here is inserting an image of barbarians on the map where Germany is located, and also an image of the UK's flag where England is located, right here. Okay? Right here on this map. This is where you want to place those images. All right, guys, I hope this helps. And again, if you guys have any questions, you need help or assistance with any of this, please do let me know. All right.